Get ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about time. Have you ever looked at historical figures and instantly pictured the era they lived in? The fashion, music, even hairstyles. It's as if their legacies are frozen in time. But what if we told you that this perception of time being constant is actually a misconception? Let's dive into mind-blowing facts about our relationship with time that will make you see it in a whole new light. Think you're living in the now. Think again. The truth is, our brains are wired to hang on to the past literally. Research shows that we spend a whopping 80 milliseconds dwelling on what's already gone. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but here's the deal. Your present moment is actually just a tiny fraction of the past. Mind blown yet? Let's keep going to see how else time is tricking us. Hold up, your live in the moment mantra might need an update. Scientists have found that our brains aren't as lightning fast as we thought. There's actually a tiny delay between when something happens and when our brain processes it. That's right, folks, we're talking 80 milliseconds of lag time. So, while you think you're in the now, you're actually living about 1/12 of a second in the past. Time to give your present moment a little more context. Get ready for some mind-bending history. Did you know that when George Lucas brought us the epic sci-fi world of Star Wars back in '77, the guillotine was already a relic of the past? The famous beheading device had been abolished in France over 170 years earlier. It's crazy to think about how far ahead our imaginations were compared to the times. It just goes to show that sometimes our ideas can transcend even the boundaries of time. You're gonna love this timing coincidence. It's hard to believe, but the guillotine got its final blow, literally, just 3 months and 16 days after we blasted off into hyperspace with Star Wars in '77. That means that while Luke Skywalker was saving the galaxy, France was officially closing the chapter on its infamous beheading device. And let's not forget another incredible fact: John Tyler, who became the US president way back in the early 19th century, had a living grandchild born in the late 20th century. A talk about family legacies spanning centuries. Get ready for a jaw-dropping family tree. You see, John Tyler thought he'd give his son a cool name, Lion Gardner Tyler, when he became a dad at 60, 3 years young. Then, in another unexpected twist, Lion and Star decided to become a father again at the ripe age of 71 and gave birth to, yes, you read that right, Lion Gardner Tyler Jar. This extraordinary family lineage makes it possible for us to meet someone who's not just related to an 18th century person, but is their actual grandchild, living proof that life can take some amazing turns. Dinosaur fans, buckle up for a massive revelation. You've probably grown up picturing a world where all the iconic dinosaurs, from the mighty T-Rex to the plated Stegosaurus, roamed Earth at the same time. But here's the mind-blowing truth. These two giants weren't baths on the prehistoric playground. In reality, they lived light years apart. The Stegosaurus made its mark around 150 million years ago, while the T-Rex ruled with an iron fist a whopping 85 million years later, at about 65 million years ago. Yep, your childhood dinosaur dreams were totally awesome, but not exactly historically accurate. Get your math caps on, because we're about to crazy stuff some numbers. The Tyrannosaurus Rex roamed Earth a whopping 85 million years after its friend, the Stegosaurus. Now, if you thought that's crazy, consider this. T-Rex is actually closer in time to us humans than it is to its own prehistoric pals. Time can be a real magician, bending our perception and making the past feel like just yesterday. Speaking of which, did you know that two incredibly influential figures from human history shared the same birth year? Martin Luther King Jr., the legendary activist for racial equality, was born in 1929, the same year Anne Frank started writing her iconic diary. Mind blown yet? You might have assumed that Martin Luther King Jr., Anne Frank, and brave activists from the past, while Christopher Plummer, the beloved Hollywood star, lived in a completely different era. But here's the thing, all four of these legendary figures share a birth year, 1929. That's right, Martin Luther King Jr., Anne Frank, and even Oscar-winning actor Christopher Plummer were all born in the same incredible year. While their paths and lives might seem worlds apart, they're actually connected by a single thread of time. And that's something we can all relate to. You're on a roll. Let's dive into some mind-blowing facts about shared birthdays. Christopher Plummer and Martin Luther King Jr. included. Did you know 4 brand new people enter this world every single second? That's right, It's an incredible 8,000 babies per minute. With numbers that staggering, there's a pretty cool chance you weren't alone on your special day. In fact, statistically speaking, up to 3 other people could have shared the same birthday as you. But what are the chances they're actually celebrating their birthday with you? You're probably wondering how some folks can share a birthday, but not celebrate together, all thanks to our global village and its crazy time zones. For example, when it's 1 p.m. in Washington, USA, it's 5 a.m. the next day in Canberra, Australia. So if 2 babies were born at the exact same moment, they'd technically have different birthdays due to this amazing difference in timing. Now, let's shift gears and see how our modern world has shrunk. Did you know Cleopatra lived closer to the first McDonald's than she did to the pyramids of Giza? Yeah, ancient history just got a whole lot more relatable. We've all grown up with Cleopatra and the pyramids as synonymous ancient wonders. But surprisingly, they actually lived in vastly different eras. Cleopatra was born around 69 BC, while the pyramids were already over 2,400 years old by then. That's a gigantic time gap. So, why bring up McDonald's here? Well, it turns out the first ever Golden Arches opened its doors more than 2,000 years after Cleopatra walked this earth. Talk about a mind-boggling timeline. You'd be surprised that this fascinating historical figure is actually closer to our modern world than ancient Egypt's iconic pyramids. But that's not all. Let's hop into some mind-bending time travel stories, starting with a real-life time leap. Imagine celebrating New Year's Eve twice in the same year. That's exactly what happened on Hawaiian Airlines Flight H446. Departing Auckland at 12:05 a.m. on January 1st, 2018, it landed in Honolulu on December 31st, 2017 at 10:16 a.m. Talk about a crazy time traveling adventure. Buckle up, folks, literally. With Flight H446, you could have lived an extra day in the same year by taking off from Auckland on January 1st and landing in Honolulu on December 31st. Talk about a unique New Year's Eve experience. Now, while this isn't exactly time travel, it sure beats waiting for time zones to align. So, who here is itching to book that flight and live an extra day? And let's give it up for Queen Elizabeth II. She's witnessed an incredible 16 presidents during her remarkable 66-year reign on the British throne. Mind-blowing, right? Let's do some mind-bending math. Queen Elizabeth I entered the picture in 1926 when Calvin Coolidge was running the show at the Oval Office, and fast forward, she's seen an astonishing 15 presidents take over since then. Now that's what we call a front row seat to history. Born in 1926, this trailblazing queen is not only the longest reigning British monarch, but also the world's longest serving queen, regent, and female leader, holding court for a staggering 66 years. And if that wasn't enough, she became the first British monarch to hit a sapphire jubilee back in 2017. Talk about an epic milestone. Get ready for a mind-blowing timeline hack. If we condensed Earth's entire 4.5 billion year history into just 1 year, it'd be like this: Earth forms on January 1st, and it takes till December to get to our cool stuff. The first fish with legs, called tetrapods, make their splashy debut around December 1st, but they're short-lived, wiping out by December 26th. And here's the jaw-dropping part: humans don't show up until the very last second of December 31st at 11:35 p.m. It's a wild reminder that our existence is just an incredibly brief flicker in Earth's grand history timeline. Now it's your turn. What fact surprised you the most about our planet's timeline? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this video sparked a new perspective for you, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of curious learners. Don't forget to check out our other mind-blowing content and let us know what you think. You can also connect with